Step right up, step right up. The circus has arrived, and it brings with it a marvelous display of wonders. In the past, circuses would feature individuals labeled as freaks, a term that cruelly described those who were different. They were put on display for the amusement of the local population, who would point and laugh. Thankfully, in our modern and more enlightened era, we have moved beyond such practices. We no longer find entertainment in mocking those who are different from us. So, let's embark on this whimsical voyage back in time to explore the intriguing world of these 20 individuals who were part of the circus and possessed unique qualities that set them apart. Number 20. The Four-Legged Bride. Who is this four-legged bride, and what is the story behind her seeming abnormality? Brace yourself for a journey into the depths of mystery and intrigue, because you won't believe who this lady truly is. This photograph has become the epicenter of intense debates among online commentators, igniting a firestorm of curiosity. Many assert that the subject in question is none other than Josephine Corbin, the renowned four-legged woman hailing from Tennessee. Yes, believe it or not, Josephine was a real person, born in the year 1869, with a condition so rare it defies belief: diaphanous. Imagine the astonishing sight of a woman born with not one, but two pelvises side by side. It's a phenomenon that defies the boundaries of normality and challenges our understanding of the human body. The rarity of such a condition ensures that encountering a lady with four legs is an occurrence that defies the odds. Stay with us, dear audience, as we continue to explore the unknown. In the realm of Josephine Corbin and her extraordinary condition, the boundaries of possibility are shattered, leaving us in awe of the wonders that exist within the realms of human existence. Open your minds, for there is more to discover, and the journey has only just begun. Number 19. Wang the Human Unicorn. This story takes us back to the year 1930, when the extraordinary tale of Wang, the legendary human unicorn, unfolded. Our story begins in Manchukuo, China, with a humble farmer who possessed a remarkable and peculiar feature: a massive 4-turn-inch horn sprouting from the back of his head. News of this horned wonder quickly spread, catching the attention of an expat Russian banker. Recognizing the uniqueness of Wang's condition, the banker wasted no time in capturing a photograph of this extraordinary sight. Eager to share it with the world, he sent the image to none other than Robert Ripley, the mastermind behind the iconic Believe It or Not series. Robert Ripley, always on the lookout for the extraordinary, was utterly blown away by Wang's remarkable horn. In true Ripley fashion, he offered a substantial cash reward to anyone who could bring Wang to his renowned auditorium for a mind-boggling appearance. The prospect of witnessing this remarkable anomaly live on stage enticed audiences and sparked a sense of curiosity and wonder. However, fate had different plans in store. Wang mysteriously vanished from the public eye in the early 1930s, leaving behind a legacy of intrigue and unanswered questions. Despite Robert Ripley's fervent desire to showcase Wang's extraordinary horn to the world, his wish remained unfulfilled. Up till this present day, sightings of horned humans have become practically non-existent. Thanks to the advancements in modern medicine, potential cases of such anomalies are now diagnosed and treated before they become significant concerns. This makes Wang's story all the more extraordinary and unique, as he may very well be the last known human unicorn to have graced our world. Number 18. The Ape Woman. Life is a journey filled with its fair share of ups and downs, and the same rings true for Julia Pastrana, whose life was marked by numerous challenging situations. However, she possessed an indomitable spirit that allowed her to transform these circumstances into something extraordinary. Julia was born in Mexico in 1834, and from an early age, it became evident that she had a rare genetic condition called hypertrichosis, which caused excessive hair growth all over her body. As if that wasn't enough, she also suffered from gingival hyperplasia, which caused her gums to protrude. These unique features gave Julia a distinct appearance that would ultimately shape her destiny. In an era when freak shows held immense popularity, Julia's extraordinary looks made her a sought-after performer in the sideshow circus. Advertised as the Ape Woman or the Baboon Lady, her sensationalized portrayal attracted curious audiences from around the world. People would travel great distances to witness her and learn about her life and the challenges she faced. Her life took a significant turn when she was brought to Europe and exhibited there. It was during this time that she crossed paths with Theodore Lent, a man who not only managed her shows, but eventually became her husband. Lent claimed to genuinely care for Julia, embracing her unique appearance, including her hair growth. However, the authenticity of his feelings remains a subject of debate, as he later exhibited her mummified body years after her passing. Number 17. The Living Skeleton. Amid ordinary lives, extraordinary stories unfold, and Prince's tale is no exception. As a child, he was just like any other, going about his daily routines. However, at the age of 12, his body began to undergo a rapid and alarming transformation. He started losing weight at an alarming rate. This was due to a condition known as extreme progressive muscular atrophy, which affected his muscles and caused his body to waste away. In his early years, Prince, often referred to as Skeleton Man, found himself changing jobs frequently to make ends meet. He worked as his father's cobbler shop and even managed a grocery store. However, his deteriorating health prevented him from pursuing these career options further. Tragically, when his parents passed away, Skeleton Man found himself without any means to support himself financially. But in 1865, an opportunity arose for him to work in a sideshow for a circus. It was there that he earned the nicknames The Living Skeleton and the original Thin Man due to the striking appearance caused by his condition. Skeleton Man's fragile physical state required regular nourishment to sustain his health. He carried a flask of milk around his neck, consuming small amounts throughout the day to stay awake and alert. His unique story was shaped by the numerous job changes, the challenges he faced after his parents' passing, and his eventual role in the circus sideshow. However, amidst the hardships, Skeleton Man found love and companionship. In 1868, he got married to Tamar Moore, and together they had 3 sons who were strong, healthy, and robust. This newfound family brought immense joy to Skeleton Man's life, and he often spoke about his excitement and happiness in their presence. Number 16. The Lionfaced Lionel. Born in Poland in 1890, Lionel hit the genetic jackpot with a condition known as hypertrichosis, which gifted him with a luscious lion-like mane all over his face and body. Lionel's extraordinary appearance did not go unnoticed. At the tender age of 4, he was sold to a German circus owner who recognized the potential in this hairy wonder. And just like that, he became Lionel the Lion-Faced Man, the hottest ticket in the sideshow world. With his mesmerizing mane, Lionel captivated audiences across the globe. However, don't let his fierce appearance deceive you. Lionel was known for his gentle nature and razor-sharp intellect. His fame took him to royal courts and high society events, where he rubbed shoulders with the rich and famous. He used his platform to challenge society's narrow definitions of beauty, proving that true allure comes in all shapes and sizes, and in his case, a whole lot of hair. Lionel moved to the United States in 1901 and started appearing with the Barnum and Bailey Circus. He later performed at Coney Island when he moved to New York. After a successful career, Lionel retired in the late 1920s and returned to Germany. Tragically, he passed away from a heart attack in 1932, but his legacy as the lion-faced man lives on. Number 15. Halfman Johnny E. Let us now turn our attention to an extraordinary individual who left a lasting impression on anyone fortunate enough to cross his path. Born in 1911 with a rare condition that caused his lower body to fail to fully develop, Johnny was a testament to the indomitable human spirit. While his upper body appeared perfectly normal, his lower half was noticeably more compact. However, this did not hinder Johnny's determination to make the most out of what he had. With ingenuity and resilience, he ingeniously used his hands as legs, effortlessly maneuvering through life with the skill of a seasoned professional. From a young age, Johnny showcased his remarkable talents, captivating audiences with his unique way of moving. Whether it was effortlessly riding a skateboard or gracefully performing acrobatics, he amazed spectators with his sheer determination and undeniable talent. People were left in awe of his abilities and inspired by his unwavering can-do attitude that propelled him to unimaginable heights. Johnny's fame truly skyrocketed when he made his appearance in the iconic 1932 film Freaks, alongside other prominent figures in the sideshow world. His pivotal role in the film cemented his status as a household name among sideshow enthusiasts. Johnny was simply a regular guy. He cherished his beloved pet birds, found solace in playing musical instruments, and even drove a specially designed car tailored to accommodate his unique physicality. Number 14. The Snake Man. Here is Prince Randon, also known as the Snake Manitoba and the Human Caterpillar. This remarkable individual made a lasting impact on the sideshow circus during the early 90s. Hailing from Guyana, Prince Randon was born with tetra amelia syndrome, a condition that left him without any limbs. However, despite this physical limitation, he possessed incredible abilities that captivated audiences and earned him a place in history as an iconic figure. What made Prince Randon's performances even more astonishing was his ability to navigate the stage with his unique movements. Using his hips and shoulders, he propelled himself across the stage, resembling a large, human-shaped caterpillar or snake. Audiences marveled at his agility and grace, despite his lack of limbs. Prince Randon's fame soared as he showcased his extraordinary skills on various platforms, including his notable role in the film Freaks. In this film, he wowed viewers with his remarkable cigarette rolling trick, using his lips to craft and light cigarettes, all while dressed in a form-fitting one-piece wool garment. But Prince Randon's talents didn't stop there. He also demonstrated his dexterity by engaging in other activities such as painting, writing, and even shaving himself. Number 13. Conjoined Twins. Chang and Eng Bunker, the famed Siamese twins, indeed left an indelible mark on history as two of the most famous circus performers of their time. They were conjoined twins born in 1811 in Siam, modern-day Thailand. Their unique condition, with a small piece of cartilage connecting them at the sternum, gave rise to the term Siamese twins. In 1829, the twins embarked on a tour around the world as a curiosity, initially under the management of Robert Hunter. After their contract ended, they ventured into entrepreneurship and began managing their own shows. Eventually, the twins settled on a plantation in North Carolina, where they married sisters Adelaide and Sarah Ann Yates. Together, Chang and Eng fathered a total of 21 children. The story took a tragic turn in 1874 when Eng awoke to find that Chang had passed away during the night. Desperate to save his brother, Eng summoned a doctor to perform an emergency separation, but it was too late. Eng himself passed away 3 hours later. Today, the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia houses a death cast of the twins, as well as their preserved liver, serving as a testament to their unique lives and the medical curiosity they inspired. Number 12. The Human Owl. Allow us to introduce you to the tale of Martin Joe Lurel, the unique and incomparable human owl of the 1920s and 30s. Martin Joe Lurel was no ordinary circus act. While he may have appeared like your average guy, Lurello possessed a mind-boggling trick that would leave you in awe. The ability to turn his head a jaw-dropping 180 degrees. That's why he earned the moniker, the Human Owl. Taking on the name Martin Joe Lurello, he became a towering figure in the world of entertainment. His debut act at Coney Island's Dreamland Circus Sideshow left spectators gasping in awe, and soon he was captivating the masses at the renowned Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Lurello's fame reached new heights when he became a star attraction at Ripley's Believe It or Not Auditorium in the 1930s. His tagline, "The only one in the world who can walk straight ahead and look straight behind," intrigued and amazed people. They marveled at his ability, speculating about how this human contortion was possible. Number 11. Schlitzie The Pin Head. Schlitzie, popularly known as the Pin Head, was a truly unforgettable figure in the circus world. He appeared in circus sideshows, carnivals, and even Hollywood movies during the early to mid-20th century. Schlitzie was born with a condition called microcephaly, which resulted in an abnormally small and pointed skull, as well as cognitive developmental issues. Schlitzie's distinctive appearance and endearing personality made him stand out. In the classic 1932 film Freaks, directed by Todd Browning, Schlitzie played a role alongside other actual sideshow performers. Although the film was a commercial failure at the time, it is now considered a classic that offered viewers a dramatized but intimate look into the lives of sideshow performers and circus freaks. Show operators often billed Schlitzie as an exotic missing link or an alien to add intrigue and allure to his performances. However, despite the sensationalist claims, Schlitzie's inherent affability shone through. His interactions with audiences were marked by his gentle nature and infectious childlike enthusiasm, which was endearing him to many. Schlitzie's life was marked by care from various managers and caretakers. While his birth and early life remain somewhat mysterious, it is believed that his birth parents sold him to a sideshow due to his condition. His career in the sideshow business spanned over 4 decades, and despite the exploitative nature of such shows, many accounts suggest that Schlitzie found genuine contentment in his life. He formed close bonds with his fellow performers, considering them his family. Despite being born with a condition that made him a subject of curiosity and ridicule, Schlitzie found acceptance and love in a world that often rejects those who are different. Number 10. The Elephant Man. Joseph Merrick, widely known as the Elephant Man, is a historical figure associated with the world of circus and freak shows. Merrick suffered from an unknown condition, initially believed to be elephantiasis, but now thought to be Proteus syndrome, which caused severe deformities in his body. Merrick was born in Leicester, England, in 1862, and his disorder became apparent early in his life. As a child, he developed abnormally large and lumpy skin, as well as bone deformities, resulting in a physical appearance that deviated significantly from the norm. Despite his deformities, Merrick was known to be intelligent and sensitive, with a deep longing for human connection and acceptance. In his 20s, Merrick joined the traveling circus as a means of supporting himself. This came after a life marked by hardship, including a period in the workhouse following his mother's death and his father's neglect. In the circus, Merrick became known as the Elephant Man, a nickname inspired by the large, rough growths on his skin, reminiscent of an elephant's hide. His time in the circus was challenging, with long hours of display and frequent public scrutiny. However, it provided Merrick with an opportunity to survive independently and allowed him to meet various people, some of whom played crucial roles in changing his circumstances. One such individual was a surgeon named Frederick Travis. When Travis saw Merrick in a sideshow in London, he was moved by his plight and arranged for him to be admitted to the London hospital, where he would receive care until his death. Despite the discomfort and humiliation Merrick endured during his time in the circus, he spoke of it without bitterness. He understood that his appearance attracted people to the show and provided him with an income he would not have otherwise had. Merrick's life at the London hospital was drastically different from his time in the circus. There, he was treated with kindness and respect, living in relative comfort until his passing. He received visits from individuals of high society, including actress Madge Kendall and Alexandra, Princess of Wales. These relationships offered Merrick a level of social acceptance and companionship he had never experienced before. Number 9. Ella, the Carmel Girl. Ella Evans. Harper. Savely was a remarkable woman who captured the attention of audiences during the late 19th century. Born in 1870, she possessed a unique physical anomaly. Her knees were bent backward. This unusual condition made it easier for her to walk on all fours, much like an animal. Fascinated by her extraordinary ability, Ella embarked on a career with the Nickel Plate Circus in the 1880s, where she found fame and fortune. Ella's talent as the Camel Girl became a sensation in the sideshows of traveling circuses. She would perform alongside a real camel, and spectators marveled at the similarities between her and the majestic animal. Ella's performances earned her a substantial income, reportedly around $200 per week. Adjusted for inflation, that would be equivalent to nearly $6,000 per week in today's money. Her success in the circus world was extraordinary, considering the limited opportunities available to individuals with disabilities at the time. While some may view the concept of freak shows as barbaric, it is important to acknowledge that for many individuals like Ella, these shows provided a means of financial independence and stability. Traditional employment options were often inaccessible to them. Ella's unique abilities allowed her to thrive in an environment that celebrated her differences. Despite her success, Ella eventually left the circus in search of a different path for herself. It is unclear precisely what drove her decision, but perhaps she desired education or longed to build a family of her own. She eventually married a man named Robert Savely in 1905, and they welcomed a daughter named Mabel Evan Savely into the world a year later. Tragically, young Mabel passed away just 6 months after her birth, bringing immense sorrow to Ella's life. Seeking solace, Ella and Robert decided to adopt a young girl named Jewel. However, their hopes were shattered once again when Jewel also passed away a mere 3 months after joining their family. The devastating loss of her father, brother, biological daughter, and adopted daughter within a few short years plunged Ella into a deep well of grief. 3 years after her final loss, Ella Harper Savely succumbed to colon cancer. Her life had been marked by triumphs and tragedies, fame and heartbreak. Today, her resting place is a simple plot that holds the memory of a woman who captivated audiences with her unique abilities and faced immense personal challenges. Number 8. The Bigfoot Girl. While many have dismissed it as mere myth, we have something extraordinary to share with you. Brace yourself for the remarkable story of Fannie Mills, a true legend from the 1880s who defied all expectations. Fannie Mills was no ordinary girl. Afflicted by a rare disease, her legs and feet grew to extraordinary sizes, reaching proportions that were simply mind-blowing. Can you imagine feet measuring a staggering 19 inches long and 7 inches wide? It was as though she possessed the feet of a small boat. But Fannie didn't let her unique condition hold her back. Instead, she embraced her individuality and transformed it into an awe-inspiring spectacle that captured the hearts of audiences everywhere. Number 7. General Tom Thumb. This story is one of incredible twists and turns that captivated audiences worldwide. Here is General Tom Thumb. Born in 1838, Stratton's life took a remarkable turn when he stopped growing at just 6 months old. But fate had something unexpected in store for him. In 1847, at the age of 9, he began to grow again, albeit slowly. By his 18th birthday, he had reached a height of 2 feet 8.5 inches, making him a true marvel of nature. At the young age of 5, Stratton embarked on a tour with none other than the legendary showman, P.T. Barnum. Under the stage name General Tom Thumb, he stole the spotlight and amassed fame and fortune. His partnership with Barnum not only brought him success, but also granted him a life of luxury and extravagance. However, the tale of General Tom Thumb took a tragic turn. In 1880, at the age of 45, he passed away from a stroke. Just 6 months prior, he narrowly escaped a devastating hotel fire at the Newhall House in Milwaukee, which claimed the lives of 71 people. Throughout his life, Tom Thumb reached a maximum height of 3.35 feet and 71 pounds weight. Number 6. The Man with a Second Face. Are 2 heads really better than one? Well, you'll find the answer in this story. Pascal Pignon and Chang Zhu Ping were individuals whose appearances defied expectations and captured the attention of audiences around the world. Pascal Pignon, a railroad worker from Texas, born in 1889, appeared to have 2 separate heads, sparking curiosity and speculation. However, it wasn't a genetic anomaly, but rather an unusually large tumor protruding from his cranium that created the illusion. When a circus promoter discovered his unique condition, they saw an opportunity to turn it into a spectacle. A fake head, complete with a drawn-on face, was devised to captivate crowds. Despite the deception, audiences were enthralled, and Pascal became a popular attraction, traveling with the circus and entertaining people with his uncanny appearance. Years later in China, a similar case emerged with a man named Chang Tzu Ping. Unlike Pascal, Chang had a second face on his chin, a peculiar and extraordinary feature. Although he didn't gain fame for it until after having the additional face removed in the United States, the uniqueness of his condition fascinated many. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Meet the twisted duo who defied the laws of nature, two enigmatic beings whose eerie appearances left audiences gasping in disbelief. As we delve into their chilling tale, you'll discover that their physical differences were but a mere glimpse into the enigma that shrouded their lives. What secrets did they hold? What forces conspired to bring them together under the big top? But beware, dear viewers, for as we venture further, the line between realities and the macabre begins to blur. Are these extraordinary individuals blessed or cursed? Are they mere victims of circumstance or something far more sinister? Your answers and clarity are just right in the lines of this video. So while you watch, don't forget to slide into the comment section and drop your thoughts on what you think about these weird humans. Number 5. The Lobster Boy. Prepare to enter the captivating and tragic world of Lobster Boy, also known as Grady Stiles Jr. In the realm of sideshow entertainment, he became a figure of fascination and sorrow. Born in 1937, Stiles suffered from a rare genetic condition known as ectrodactyly, which caused his fingers and toes to fuse, resembling the claws of a lobster. It was this distinctive feature that earned him the moniker Lobster Boy. Growing up in a family of sideshow performers, Stiles followed in their footsteps, showcasing his all-natural standout appearance. With his charismatic stage presence, he became a star attraction, drawing massive crowds. Behind the scenes, he entertained audiences with stories and jokes, adding to his allure. However, Stiles' life was marred by personal turmoil. He battled with alcoholism and was known to have a volatile temper. His family life suffered, and in 1978 he faced legal trouble after a tragic incident involving his son-in-law. Despite these challenges, Stiles persisted in his performances, even making an appearance in the 1981 horror film Kearney. Sadly, his life came to a tragic and untimely end at the hands of a stagehand co-worker, who had been bribed by his first wife and son. While controversy followed him throughout his existence, one can only wonder how different his life might have been if he hadn't been defined solely by his appearance. Number 4. The Limbless Marvel. What happens when you feel your skin stretch like an overlap to cover even your outer organs? Frances O'Connor, born in 1914, overcame the challenges posed by her rare congenital condition known as focal-melia, which resulted in her being born without arms. Despite this disability, Frances exhibited extraordinary determination and resilience, accomplishing remarkable feats that defied expectations. Embracing a life filled with independence and creativity, Frances found innovative ways to express herself. She used her feet to perform tasks typically accomplished with her hands, such as painting, writing, and even playing musical instruments. Through her actions, she aimed to demonstrate her ability to adapt and thrive on her own terms. Frances's exceptional abilities caught the attention of showman Robert Ripley, who featured her in his renowned Ripley's Believe It or Not franchise. She became renowned for her ability to engage and inspire audiences, transforming her physical challenges into a source of inspiration for others to witness. Beyond her stage persona, Frances became a symbol of empowerment for individuals with disabilities. Her life story encouraged others to recognize their own latent abilities and understand that success does not require conforming to societal norms. By showcasing her unique talents, she persuaded people to look beyond appearances and appreciate the strength of the human spirit. It is hoped that Frances O'Connor's inspiring story continues to uplift and support people today, encouraging them to embrace their talents and overcome obstacles with determination and resilience. Number 3. Dogface Jeff. Jojo, also known as Fedor Yevtuchev, was a Russian sideshow performer born in 1868. He suffered from a rare medical condition called hypertrichosis, which caused an excessive amount of hair to grow all over his face and body. Rather than resembling an ape, Jojo's appearance was more reminiscent of a dog. Jojo's father, Adrian, also had the same condition, and together they gained fame through various sideshows and circuses in the late 19th century, JoJo, in particular, became a popular attraction, traveling extensively to showcase his unique condition around the world. Although JoJo's life was marked by exploitation and objectification due to his unusual appearance, he possessed intelligence and sensitivity that challenged the common perception that he was merely a spectacle. Despite the challenges he faced, JoJo achieved some financial success through his travels, allowing him to live a relatively comfortable life compared to many other sideshow performers. JoJo's main struggle lay in how others saw him, not as a person, but as a source of shock, awe, and entertainment. However, he managed to exert a certain degree of control over his life, defying expectations and taking charge of his circumstances. This was particularly impressive considering that others with similar conditions often faced even greater difficulties. Number 2. The Kitten of Minnesota. Alice Elizabeth Doherty, affectionately known as the Minnesota Woolly Girl, holds a unique place in history as America's only known superstar with hypertrichosis lanuginosa. This condition resulted in her having an incredibly distinctive feature, a 2-inch silky blonde hairdo. Essentially, she was born with her built-in wig. Alice's parents were understandably surprised by their baby's unusual mane, but they decided to embrace it and showcase her charm to others. By the age of 2, she was already captivating audiences at local sideshows and quickly became a sensation in the Midwest. People couldn't get enough of the Woolly Girl, and she toured extensively, leaving spectators in awe. Despite her extraordinary appearance, Alice maintained a playful and down-to-earth personality, likened to that of a kitten, albeit a very hairy one. Unlike the dog-faced boy mentioned earlier, Alice chose a different path. She remained managed by her family and maintained her grounded nature. Despite offers of fortune and fame, she decided to retire at the age of 28, staying true to her desires and charting her life course. Alice Elizabeth Doherty's story showcases her uniqueness as the only known hypertrichosis lanuginosa superstar in America's history. Number 1. Stretchy Skin. Felix Ward, born in Mount Ida, Wisconsin, possessed a peculiar talent for manipulating his stretchy skin that caught people's attention. He discovered his extraordinary ability to stretch his skin like taffy and bend his fingers backward without any harm. Rather than keeping these bizarre skills hidden, Felix decided to embrace them and embarked on a journey to showcase his unique talent. He became a star on the sideshow scene, particularly in dime museums, where he joined forces with influential figures like the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. This partnership opened doors to success in his career. However, his path was not without challenges. Felix had a rival named James Morris, also known as the Rubber Man, who possessed similar stretchy skin and ultra-loose joints. Today, it is recognized that Felix's stretchy skin and loose joints were likely due to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a condition that affects connective tissues, causing the skin to stretch like elastic and joints to be exceptionally flexible. Despite the presence of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, Felix embraced his natural abilities and utilized them to the fullest. Although his journey may have had its ups and downs, Felix's unique talent and resilience allowed him to leave a mark on the sideshow industry. Felix Ward's story highlights the fascinating and sometimes challenging experiences of individuals with extraordinary physical abilities. Despite the potential health implications of his condition, Felix's determination and willingness to embrace his talents serve as an inspiration to others. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.